Hi everyone, I'm Karl Yen, based out here in Kuala Lumpur and have been with Earthworm Foundation since 2011. I would like to share with you a little bit about the values we have on the coat of arms. Hanging up on the wall in the office is this funky looking coat of arms, and it has 5 values written on it. It is courage, humility, truth, respect and compassion. So by no means we're a perfect organization, but we do try to live by these values, and it does manifest in different ways, internally and externally. So as an organization, the work we do involves a lot of engagement with companies, stakeholders, from the farm level right up to C-suites level in the company. Coming back to these values oftentimes help us navigate, complex situations, complex challenges on the ground related to environment and social, whether it's land conflict, for example, or community conflicts or deforestation with a multinational company. So we fall back on these values to help us navigate through those kind of complexities, and I personally find it very helpful. At times, I would say even makes the difference between making good impact on the ground or not. Sometimes we would come across in our work on the ground situations whereby these simple values are often forgotten, and that brings about challenging situations that arise. So I would like to take you back to experience that my team and myself had many years ago when we carried out an assessment on an oil palm plantation back down in southern Peninsula Malaysia. So we visited this estate, and this estate is part of a very big company. It's a long heritage and well certified and had all the bells and whistles, right? So we were invited to see through our assessments if there were any remaining gaps to be closed. The assessment was carried out. My team and I went there on the ground. We were accompanied by the occupational safety and health head of the company, and we were carrying out assessments. And just like any other estate that is located in a rural area, it's quite common that they process their own water to be supplied to the line sites, offices, and so on. So when we come across these kind of situations, one of the things that we would like to do is to actually check and ensure that the quality of the water being supplied to the line site is permissible, have the right parameters. So we asked them estate manager, and estate manager did reply, yes, we check the water every month. We have this report, and out he pulls out a thick folder of all the reports they've done monthly, And we go through the records, and something started to stick out at us, and it was the E. coli and coliform levels were above permissible parameters, and that looked like it was pretty consistent month to month, and seems like it have been prolonged over a long period of time. And our question to the estate manager at that point of time was, wow, it's good that you have been doing these water quality checks, but have you seen the results? You have quite clearly some areas here that do not meet the permissible parameter. And unfortunately, he didn't. He was doing as he was told to have the monthly checks, and that's what he did. But he did not. Unfortunately, it did not occur to him to have a look at the results. So naturally, the next thing that myself and my colleagues we wanted to look at is, okay, is this creating an impact on the workers? And fortunately enough, this estate manager, as he explained to us before when we started the visit, that he had actually a visiting doctor on a weekly basis to come to the estate and to treat any workers that needed some assistance. And when we pulled out that book and that record, it looked like every week there was workers experiencing diarrhea or stomach issues or something along those lines. And when you have water sampling records that are not so good, and health records that are also not so good, by that time when I looked at the head of occupational safety and health, he had his hand in his face, just shaking his head, oh no, something is not right here. But mind you, these are, very well established companies, has been going around for a long time. But the simple issue here is that, all these things that they are doing, having the checks, having the water treatment, having the visiting doctor, the reason why these things are put in place is clearly forgotten, and they're merely ticking the box, doing what they need to do, but kind of forgetting about these simple core values, right? So, long story short, that was obviously a key finding in the assessment that we have carried out. And thankfully, the company made emergency decisions to ensure the capital was funded through to the estate, and the estate manager had the means to rectify that situation. So as it turns out, from the water treatment plant, the pipes that were sending the water to the line site were running underground, and it was very old in the sense that it was starting to corrode, it had leaks, and unfortunately there was also a septic tank underground next to those pipes. Obviously some seepage might have happened and caused those parameters to go overboard. So over time, over a couple of months, that problem was eventually rectified. They put new pipes in and ensured the water treatment was adequate. We went back to the same estate for a follow-up visit, and at that point in time, we were welcomed by the workers in a very, very welcoming manner. They were very thankful to us and our visit, and also to the estate management to have taken just that one step further to look into their well-being and their health on the estate. So I think that's a very interesting story of, just ticking boxes and forgetting about simple core values, right? One would think that this is uncommon, but unfortunately in our experience being on the ground many times throughout, the region, these things do happen. And it's pretty simple, right? Just to remember that core values is really important, and if that is the driving force of your actions that you take in your management, and of course you can have the metrics, you can have those certifications to validate, how those operations are going, but by no means that is being the end goal by itself, right? So those core values on our very funky looking coat of arms, as simple as it may seem, it is quite helpful for us, and also I think for the companies and stakeholders that we work with. So, Earthworm Foundation has been at it for 25 years now. It's been a long time, I can't believe it. And together with our partners, the companies that we work with, we've moved mountains. So much progress to be proud of. And there is still so much to do, right? So with all this strength that we've built together over the many years, we're going to use that strength now. And the focus moving forward is going to be on regeneration.